Welcome to Fascinating Psychology Facts, where we explore the complex world of human behavior, relationships, and psychology together. Have you ever felt disappointed upon realizing that someone no longer values you the way they used to? It's not a pleasant experience, is it? But remember, emotions are a choice. Don't let disappointment control you. Instead, see it as an opportunity to strengthen yourself. Today's video will reveal a simple yet powerful psychological trick that can completely shift the situation and make the other person rethink their stance. The key isn't to surprise them, it's about changing the way you approach the situation. This trick won't just help you regain their attention, it's also the key to reclaiming control over your own life. Set a new standard for how you deserve to be treated, not by demanding it, but by demonstrating your true value. Are you ready to take on this challenge? Let's begin this journey of self-improvement and create positive change right now. Step 1. Let go and accept the truth. Do you want your ex to regret their decision? The secret lies in your attitude at this very moment. Instead of clinging to the past or trying to change reality, have the courage to accept the truth. The relationship is over. Avoid reaching out, texting, or calling. Give both of you the necessary space to process your emotions. This time apart not only helps you regain your inner balance, but also gives them the chance to feel your absence. Seneca once said, "We suffer, not from reality, but from the way we perceive it." Instead of viewing the breakup as a loss, see it as an opportunity for self-reinvention. Even if they were the one who initiated the breakup, they still experience a mix of emotions: sadness, regret, and even a sense of relief for having overcome a difficult phase. They comfort themselves with thoughts of newfound freedom, believing they can now focus on their own life and do as they please. But deep down, they still hold onto an illusion of power. They assume they can come back whenever they want, believing that you will always be there, waiting. And this is where you flip the script. Don't let them think you'll stay in the same place forever. Show them that you are strong enough to move forward. In reality, many people who initiate breakups expect their ex to beg them to come back. It feeds their ego and reassures them of their worth. When you chase after someone who has rejected you, you unintentionally send a message that you are not good enough, that you don't deserve love and respect. It's as if you are begging them for scraps of affection, treating them as a prize you can't reach. This doesn't make them second-guess their decision, it makes them pity you. And when someone pities you, they will move on without regret. They won't see you as a valuable prize, they will see you as someone they were right to leave behind. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The obstacle is not the enemy, it is the way." This is your chance to grow, to rediscover your worth, and to become the best version of yourself. The moment you stop chasing, you regain your dignity. You are no longer in a position of weakness. You are taking charge of your own story. Hold your head high and walk forward with strength. Show them that you are confident and capable of thriving without them. That cold detachment will make them curious, anxious, and even regretful for losing you. Epictetus once said, "The wise person does not seek control over others, but over themselves." Remember, in love, balance is everything. Both people should pursue and cherish each other equally. When one person chases too much, attraction fades. So the first step in making your ex regret leaving is simple: don't chase. Choose to love yourself first, and you will see the magic unfold. Step 2. Stop contact. Let them feel the true breakup. Let's analyze something crucial. What does regret feel like? Regret happens when someone realizes that a decision they made was a mistake. This feeling usually arises when they experience unexpected negative consequences from their choice. In order for someone to truly regret their decision, something must happen that contradicts their expectations. When they broke up with you, in most cases, they weren't concerned about your feelings. At that moment, they believed they were making the right decision. They were excited about the possibilities ahead. maybe a new romantic interest, fun outings with friends, or simply the freedom they thought would bring them happiness. They weren't thinking about your pain, nor were they worried about your emotions. Regret only comes when things don't go as they expected. At first, they feel confident, attractive, and excited about their new life. But when reality doesn't unfold the way they imagined, when the grass isn't greener on the other side, that's when they start feeling the emptiness. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This is the essence of making your ex regret their decision. Things must not go according to their plan. Many people make the mistake of trying to win their ex back by calling, texting, or constantly expressing their love. You might think this will change their mind, but in reality, it only inflates their ego. Your attempts to reach out validate their decision. They won't regret breaking up because everything is happening exactly as they expected. You are still there, waiting. If you want them to regret leaving, you need to truly give them space, and I mean in every sense of the word. Let them feel the loss. They wanted to break up. Grant them their wish completely. Cut off all contact. No calls, no texts, no social media presence. Let them fully experience your absence. When they believe they have endless options and that life will be amazing without you, let them discover reality on their own. They may meet new people, but eventually they might realize that things are not as exciting as they imagine. When they don't hear from you for weeks or even months, a question will begin to form in their mind. Did I lose something valuable? This is when regret begins to creep in. But this journey isn't just about them. It's about you. You are not the one who lost them. They are the ones who lost you. As Epictetus taught, do not seek happiness in external things, find it within yourself. You are an attractive, valuable person, and you deserve the best. Consider this perspective. They lost someone who loved them, a potential life partner, someone they could have built a future with. Focus on yourself, improve your life, and use this time to grow. They will recognize your value when you are no longer a presence in their life. And if they don't, it doesn't matter, because you will already be on the path to your own happiness and success. If you ever feel the urge to express your thoughts or reach out to them, write a letter. But don't send it. Send it to yourself or save it for later. This allows you to process your emotions without compromising your self-respect. Seneca once said, "Patience and time reveal all truths. In time, you'll realize you don't need to do anything. Your silence and distance are the strongest messages you can send." Step 3. Self-reflection. In Step 3, instead of rushing to criticize or trying to change the other person, begin the journey of deep and honest self-reflection. Pause and ask yourself the hard questions. Am I tolerating this disrespectful behavior? Am I overexerting myself to prove my worth to someone who refuses to acknowledge it? These questions are not meant to blame you, but to empower you to regain control of the situation. Sometimes being taken for granted stems from patterns we have unknowingly created. Perhaps you've been too accommodating, saying yes when your heart wanted to say no, or enduring indifference out of fear of confrontation. These small compromises, though seemingly insignificant at first, accumulate over time. With each instance, you send an unspoken message about how you allow others to treat you. As the philosopher Epictetus once said, "We cannot control how others treat us, but we can control how we respond." The harsh truth is that people often react to the standards we set for ourselves. If your standards are low, if you keep giving without receiving, or if you constantly seek validation from them, you unintentionally teach them that your needs are not a priority. Self-reflection is not about judgment or regret, it's about awareness. Once you become aware of the patterns you have allowed, you can begin to break free from them. This is where your power lies. By shifting your focus inward, you create space to redefine your self-worth and what truly matters to you. Think of this as hitting the reset button, not for the relationship, but for your sense of self. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Your happiness depends on yourself. Remember, change always starts from within." Begin by evaluating the energy you bring into your relationships. Are you giving from a place of love and strength, or from a fear of losing them? Do you speak up for yourself, or do you shrink into silence to avoid conflict? This kind of honesty may feel uncomfortable, but it is absolutely necessary. Without it, you will remain stuck in the cycle of being undervalued, constantly looking for external solutions to a problem that originates within. You may even realize that being taken for granted by this person is a reflection of something deeper, perhaps a pattern you've encountered in past relationships. Maybe you were trained to accept less because you don't truly believe you deserve more. But it's time to challenge those beliefs. As Seneca once said, "Only when you know your worth will the world begin to reflect it." It's time to say, enough. I deserve respect. I deserve to be loved freely, not because I beg for it, but because I am enough, just as I am. Step 4. Focus on your own passions. Begin your journey by reconnecting with your deepest passions. What sets your soul on fire? What sparks inspiration in you? Often, when we become too immersed in relationships or consumed with seeking validation from others, we lose sight of our own dreams. But now is the perfect time to revisit them. Take that class you've been postponing, pursue the goal you've been too afraid to start, or simply allow yourself to explore something new. Investing in yourself sends a powerful message, not just to others, but to your own soul. I am worthy of this effort. As Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Your happiness depends on yourself." When you dedicate time and energy to yourself, you affirm your own worth. And here's the magical thing that happens when you prioritize yourself. Your energy shifts. People are drawn to confidence, to passion, to someone who knows their worth and fully embraces it. When you invest in yourself, you radiate that positive energy. You no longer seek validation from external sources because you are generating it from within. And that is incredibly attractive. It's not about trying to make someone value you. It's about valuing yourself so deeply that others can't help but notice. This phase of inner focus also requires a shift in mindset. Stop measuring your worth based on how others treat you. Instead, measure it by how you treat yourself. Epictetus once said, "We cannot control how others perceive us, but we can control how we perceive ourselves." Are you speaking kindly to yourself? Do you celebrate your victories no matter how small? Do you extend the same care and understanding to yourself that you so easily give to others? Investing in yourself isn't just about accomplishments. It's about nurturing the relationship you have with yourself. And as you grow, you'll notice something remarkable. The person who once took you for granted will begin to see the change. They'll notice the confidence in your stride, the joy in your voice, the light in your eyes. They may even come back, realizing what they once overlooked. But by then you'll have a choice, a powerful one, because investing in yourself doesn't just change how others see you, it changes how you see them. And more often than not, you'll realize you deserve far more than what they were ever willing to give. As Seneca wisely stated, "Never place your value in someone else's hands, for that is the path to dependency." So make yourself your greatest project. Pour your energy into your passions, your growth, and your peace. Because when you invest in yourself, you're not just rebuilding, you're rising higher than ever before. Now that you've reconnected with your worth and invested in yourself, the next step is to let your actions speak for you. Often, when someone doesn't value us, we feel the urge to explain, to convince, or even to prove why we are worthy. But the truth is, real worth does not need to be explained. It is demonstrated through the way you live your life. You don't need to announce your transformation. In fact, silence is one of the most powerful responses you can give. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good life should be. Just live it." This is not about ignoring or pretending the person doesn't exist. It's about shifting your focus entirely away from them, toward your actions, your choices, and your growth. Remember, This journey is not about proving anything to anyone else. It's about finding freedom, strength, and peace within yourself. Live a life that you are proud of, not to impress, but to truly feel your own worth. Step 5. Embracing change. Embracing change is the key to achieving inner peace. This is especially true in relationships which are inherently dynamic and never permanent. When someone no longer values you or a relationship has reached its natural end, instead of clinging to it, learn to accept its impermanence. Do not drown in resentment or torment yourself. Stoic philosophy teaches us that everything happens for a reason. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Perhaps this relationship has served its purpose in your life, or maybe it is a necessary lesson for your growth. View the situation objectively, without judgment, without blame. Focus on what you can control. You cannot force someone to love or respect you, but you can control your thoughts, actions, and attitude. As Epictetus once said, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within your control, and some things are not. Take time for yourself, cultivate knowledge, develop personally, and build new, healthy relationships. Establish clear boundaries. If the other person continues to treat you with disrespect, have the courage to set boundaries. You have the right to protect your self-worth and mental well-being. Seneca once advised, "Never let another determine your value." When you truly understand your worth, you will not accept a relationship that lacks respect. Let go and forgive. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It means accepting that everything changes and forgiving both the other person and yourself so that you can move forward. Forgiveness not only frees them but also liberates you from negative emotions. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs? Love those around you with sincerity. Remember, you deserve love and respect. Never diminish your self-worth just to hold on to an unhealthy relationship. When you accept the impermanence of relationships, you open your heart to new opportunities and people who truly appreciate you. Life is a continuous flow, and only when you learn to let go can you embrace the better things that lie ahead." Step 6. Practicing mindfulness. A powerful tool for cultivating detachment is mindfulness. When your mind drifts, obsessing over how someone treated you, pause, take a deep breath, and refocus on the present moment. Remind yourself that while you cannot control others' actions, you can control your own reactions. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Instead of reacting instinctively from a place of hurt, choose to respond with self-respect. This small shift makes a huge difference. It allows you to engage with others without losing yourself in the process. Another aspect of detachment is letting go of expectations. Often we feel hurt because we expect others to meet our personal standards of behavior and become disappointed when they don't. But the truth is, people will show you who they really are, not who you wish them to be. As Epictetus taught, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within your control, and some things are not. Accepting this reality does not mean lowering your standards. Rather, it means ceasing to waste energy trying to change others, and instead focusing on what you can control, your own actions and choices. Practice emotional detachment from external situations by asking yourself, does this truly matter to me? Does it affect my core values? Too often, we get caught up in others' words or actions, forgetting that they cannot impact our true essence unless we allow them to. Seneca once said, "We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them." When you shift your perspective on a situation, you reclaim control over your life. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate detachment is to stop seeking external validation. When you rely on others to affirm your worth, you hand them the power over your happiness. But when you build confidence from within, no one can take away your peace. Remember Marcus Aurelius's wisdom: do not seek for happiness outside yourself. It is always within you. Finally, cultivate tranquility in all situations. When someone treats you poorly, instead of reacting immediately, take a moment to reflect. Is your response coming from ego or from genuine self-mastery? Stoicism teaches that true strength lies in emotional control. By practicing mindfulness, letting go of expectations, and focusing on what you can control, you will find true freedom, not just in your relationships with others, but in your relationship with yourself. We've just explored a simple yet powerful secret that can transform the way others perceive and treat you. Don't hesitate. Start applying this technique to your life today and watch the magic unfold. Always remember, your value does not come from others' validation. It comes from within you. You are unique, talented, and worthy of respect. Never allow anyone to diminish your worth. When you stop seeking external approval and start focusing on building confidence and self-respect from within, you will naturally attract people who genuinely appreciate and respect you. And if you want to discover more fascinating psychological insights, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who might need it, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on valuable content ahead. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Wishing you confidence, strength, and success on your journey to self-worth. See you in the next one.